Infosys and Wipro, two of India's top 4 IT giants, are set to altogether miss campus hiring. They won't be at campuses. The class of 2024 engineering graduates are going to have it difficult because out of the 4, 2 won't be there, which means that only TCS and HCL are the 2 companies that will be on campus for hiring. And even the other ones, Wipro and Infosys, who are for sure not going to campuses up until March 2024, are only likely to come back post that. And bear in mind, Wipro and Infosys together have hired more than 2 lakh people in the last 3 years. And this year, they have chosen to give campus hiring a miss. And that implies that only TCS and HCL are hiring among the big 4. The number hired in 2023-24 is already at an all-time low, and this will take it even further down. Many other IT companies too, apart from the big 4, are also giving the ongoing placement season a miss and are only set to visit campuses post-March 2024. Serious decline in hiring, 30 to 40%. We've already been talking about the shrinkage in the workforce of India's IT sector over the past year. Numbers just not matching up to the year before. And with all the talk of a quote-unquote washout year for Indian IT, the number of people hired by Indian IT companies are only set to go down further. We have Mr. Rakesh, Khar, editor of News9's English Newsverse, now joining us live on the show. Rakesh, a very good morning. I mean, look at that hiring number. Infosys and Wipro are sitting out this placement season, which means that only TCS and HCL are going to be in placements. Talk to us.
Yes, Krishna, good morning. You know, it's bad news one after the other for the IT sector. We've seen the results, we've seen the guidance, whichever company possibly gives the guidance, it's following a certain trajectory which is not in the right direction, unfortunately. But, it takes us about 15 years ago when,
Absolutely. As Rakesh was telling us, the IT sector earnings have been the precursor to all this talk of the reduction in hiring because if you look at it, all the top 4 IT companies and otherwise in India, it's been a mixed bag for India's IT sector as far as the quarterly report card is concerned. And more importantly, the pain is set to continue because the guidance given along with these quarterly results have been absolutely muted. And that's what Rakesh was talking about. Rakesh, isn't it, sir? We had that as a precursor, but looks like there's set to be more pain going forward.
Yeah, unfortunately, I lost the audio in between. But what I was trying to say is that this is bad news coming one after the other. But, there's also a possibility that there's a tweak in the business plan, possibly companies like Infosys and Wipro are looking at, tweaking their entry-level hiring, in line with the line of business they have. Possibly they're not looking at freshers to fill in that gap, and they want people with 1 year's experience or more. So in that sense, one must read this not going to campus idea, not with all trepidation. I think we must give that little leeway. And if we see, obviously the scene is pretty bad, and one can't take away that reality from the IT sector. Guidance is poor, industry estimates are poor, but one little window could be that both these big ticket IT companies are looking at aligning themselves with the line of business they have from the global environment, and possibly skipping the campus for now. And this is for now. I think we must bring in that caution. It's not a blanket ban as I read it. And if it's not a blanket ban, then they could go back to the campus as and when they have that piece of business.